Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Muscatine Today Show. Thank you all so much for joining us this morning. We have a great show lined up for you. The Muscatine Baseball Academy is here joining us, a whole slew of them, so we're excited about that. And also, Shane from United Way is here to talk about Day of Caring and some other things going on at United Way. So great show lined up. I hope you will stay tuned in for all of the great information happening here in Muscatine. I want to start off by saying thank you to all of our great sponsors of the show. Those include Rivo, our newest sponsor, R7 Reclaimed, Impact Life Blood Center, Lutheran Living, CBI, Toyota of Muscatine, Impact Athletic Performance, Suntan City Muscatine, Real Estate Resource Associates, Unity Point Health Trinity Muscatine, and also Hy-Vee, of course. We're out front of Hy-Vee right now doing the show, just soaking up every last bit of the nice weather that we have. So we are excited to be here at Hy-Vee and so grateful for them to let us do the show from here every day. I am excited to chat with Shane this morning about Day of Caring. There's several Day of Carings throughout the year now, but such an amazing event in our community, and just a great way for local businesses and individuals to be a part of cleaning up around the community. So for people who don't know, let's talk a little bit about what Day of Caring is, and then we'll get into, dig into how they can be involved in Day of Caring if they want. So what is Day of Caring?
Well, Day of Caring has been around, let me start with a little history. Day of Caring's been around for, I think, 13 years. I think that's right.
Yeah.
So it's been going strong for that long in the community. And as you said, what Day of Caring's about is it's a way for people to give back.
Yep.
You know, our campaign season is underway right now, so a lot of people think of us like, okay, United Way is the place that asks me for money every year so that they can invest in programs and that kind of thing.
Right.
But this is another way for people to give back that doesn't require anything out of pocket financially.
Right.
They can just share their time. And so in the fall Day of Caring, we have businesses that will get together teams of people to do projects throughout the community. And those projects are things like helping at a senior citizens home, doing things that they may not be able to do, either yard work or we've had some small painting projects, just things that they're not able to do around the house so that they can stay in their homes.
Yep.
And then there are other projects in some of the parks around town, just beautification, cleaning up, that kind of thing. And then you know, throughout the past years, we've also done projects at nonprofits to help them out too.
Right.
It's all about just connecting people with a way that they can give back to the community. And I think it's good for businesses too, because it allows them to get teams together to get outside of the office place and the work environment and kind of have some fun, hopefully outside. You know, we've been very fortunate with weather. Hopefully it's like this.
Oh my gosh, today's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
perfect.
It's great. So yeah, it's been great. It's grown. The first year I think there were 200 volunteers, and then the next year there were 400, and then every year it seemed to just keep growing. To the point that we had to split it up a few years back.
Yep, into multiple days and
so in the spring we have like the different school districts in Muscatine County. We have one at L&M, and then we have Muscatine School District, and then we have Durant that all do one. And
so awesome.
That's in the spring, and then that way in the fall we focus on businesses. And even if you're not affiliated with a business, you could call and we'll put you on a team or find something that you can help out with. So
absolutely,
you don't have to be, you could be a retiree, or you don't have to be connected to a business in order to participate. So
So yeah, you mentioned businesses, and that's what a lot of it is. Like a business will say, okay, we want to set up a team. They'll be assigned to a particular project throughout town. And let's talk a little bit about the projects and how those are chosen. So you basically, it's opened up, you basically fill out a form if you have a project that you want to be entered in for Day of Caring. What are some of the qualifications for like a project if you think maybe you pass this certain area of town that you think could be used, could be cleaned up or something like that? What's the qualifications for that?
Yeah, so we work very closely with organizations like Senior Resources, for example, so there are some seniors that they work with, for example, that they know every year that there's going to be some yard cleanup or whatever it may be in the fall to get their yards or house prepared for, I hate to say winter, but
we're not talking about
it's
winter
going to be
yet.
coming. So we'll work with organizations like that, or if it's parks, we'll work with the city. The city may have some park projects that they could use some volunteer help with and that kind of thing. So a lot of times it's things like that. If there are individuals, they can give our office a call and we can kind of take a look and see if it would work.
Something that fits in.
But it's really about helping either people that aren't able to do the projects on their own, or people that are people that are in lower income situations that they can't afford to hire help to get painting done or whatever it may be. So
makes sense.
So it varies, but a lot of times it's the projects are coming through another organization like either the city or
makes sense.
A nonprofit or stuff like Senior Resources for senior homes, stuff like that.
Yeah. So if you have a business and you've never been a part of Day of Caring before, and you're thinking right now, oh my gosh, like I want to get our business involved and we want to be a part of Day of Caring, what's the first step in being involved and being able to sign up?
So it's Day of Caring September 29th, which is a Wednesday, I believe, if I'm correct on that. And so you need to make sure you can choose either a full day or you could choose half a day. You can just do the morning or just do the afternoon. So we have a lot of businesses that do that. But if you are available during that time, that'd be the first thing to make sure you can afford to have staff gone during some part of that day. September 3rd is when your team packet has to be turned in. And they can go to our website. There's a Day of Caring under the Volunteer Center tab. And they can get access to the form that they would need to fill out. And it's basic information, names of people that are going to be on the teams. And then like what type of, if there's a specific type of project you want to do, if you're like, we don't want to be indoors, we want to do something outdoors, you can specify that. Or if you have some certain limitations, maybe your employees have certain limitations, they can't be doing certain types of work. You can note that so that we make sure that they get paired with a project that really fits with
I want to get dirt under my nails today or something like that. That can be something you put in that section. I need to have dirt under my nails when I leave the day. I love driving around town and seeing all of the crews out working, and it's super awesome to be able to go around and take pictures that day for the paper and just be involved in that day. It's so amazing to see all of the individuals that are out and working and being a part of the community and cleaning up and doing those projects. It's so cool to see how many people are involved. And then there's a lunch. And a lot of people, actually, Kayla was on the show from Lutheran Living, and she was talking about Day of Caring, and she was saying about how one of her favorite parts is actually going to the lunch, not because lunch is provided, which it's always really good, but because she loves seeing just all of the people that have said, yes, I want to volunteer, I want to help out. And she says it's so amazing to just see the room full of people who are like, yeah, I want to help out. I want to, do a project and just help out in the community. So
and the last year we kind of modified things and had a more outdoor projects. So we've kept an eye on things this year as things have changed. And so we probably this year will have to do delivery of lunches again like we did last year. I don't know that we'll be able to do like an indoor lunch like we did, but I know that there was just a meeting yesterday, I believe, where they were working out some of those details. But yeah, regardless, we still get pictures of all the teams out there doing work, and yeah, it's still, you know, even if we have to do some of those limited things, it'll still be a fun day.
Yep, absolutely. So. Well, also, I kind of brought up before the show, I threw you about like the school supply drives.
Yes.
Schools like literally gearing up. Next week is when a lot of the local schools are getting back in session. I know Nicole and the team has been working really hard on school supply drives, and even though some of those local schools like Muscatine is providing some of those supplies for the kids, you were mentioning there are still some things that aren't provided, and they're like the backpacks, and so those are some of the supplies that you've been really working towards trying to get as far as donations. So how is that going, and are there still things that are needed as like last minute things that we could maybe help out with?
Yeah, there are. I would say, first of all, we're very thankful that Muscatine provides those school supplies. They've been doing that for the past several years, and it's been a big help for the community. I know Community Action also does some help with school supplies. I think they've been doing gift cards the past couple of years.
Yeah.
But there are still needs out there. There are still people that have, as I said, not everything is covered by the supplies that the school district provides.
Sure.
Or maybe you don't go to Muscatine and you go to L&M, or you go to Wilton, or one of the other school districts in the area. And in those cases, you know, we will put together some supplies for kids and that kind of thing. And then we also use those supplies throughout the year. So through the Kids First Fund, if middle of the year, you know, you have a student that has a need for whatever it is, calculators, scientific calculators for math class, or whatever it may be, we can then get them those items that they may need throughout the year. Not just in the beginning to get things started.
Right. Awesome. Well, so those needs are throughout the year. So one thing that I always like to do is, I mean, after school starts, all these school supplies go on sale, like mega sales. So it's always fun to go out and buy them in bulk. And so you can get like folders for like 10 cents or 5 cents and notebooks for the same. And so one thing that maybe you could do is, you know, do something like that and take them to United Way or one of the schools or whatever it is that's easiest for you. And then that way, just like you said, kids run out of those supplies throughout the year, and then they'll be available for them when that time comes. So sorry to put you on the spot with that. But
no, that's great.
One thing that I was thinking about as these kiddos head back to school next week, yay! Secretly, hopefully Hanley's not watching.
All of mine are
they're
adults
like
now,
probably
so it's like
you're like, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just like doing my own thing every day. Sorry for you guys. Well, thanks for coming on and updating us. I hope Day of Caring's just amazing, like it always is. And if you want to be involved, go out and sign up a team or sign up as an individual, like you said. You can always join another team and do a project as well. So next up, we have the Muscatine Baseball Academy, a whole slew of them, and we have a bee on the show as well. And we're going to go to a quick commercial and we'll swap out. We have a bunch of chairs to fill, so give us a second and we'll be right back with the baseball team. Thanks again.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
Attention! This is an important message for all you grown-ups. Get the COVID vaccine. I miss my friends. This is the end of the message. I'm back. Not so fast. You can't return to a regular program yet. Not until you get the COVID vaccine. This for real is the end of my message. Safe care, your way. Unity Point Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
All right, the swap out has happened. We have a bunch of people. Yay! Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we are here to talk about the team. Both all of the successes you guys have had this last year. Holy moly. I think I put you guys in the paper almost more than the high schoolers. What the heck? That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
They should be jealous. And we're here to talk about tryouts because you guys are already, you just finished up the season, but you're already prepping and getting ready for next year, right? For tryouts are coming up and you're ready to recruit some new people, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite things watching is I love being a fan on you guys' Facebook page because I get to see all the photos and all the fun you guys have, not only at the games and when you guys are champions and all that fun stuff, but when you guys do all of your fun events outside of the games. It seems like you guys are really like a family and do a lot of stuff outside the games too. So that's something cool I think we should share with everybody as you guys go into tryouts, because that's what people are looking for is that family kind of atmosphere. And so let's talk a little bit about what it's like to be a part of the Muscatine Baseball Academy, okay? Do you want to start? So how long have you been a part of this organization?
2 years now?
2 years? Okay. And so in the 2 years that you have been a part of this organization, what's your favorite part about being on the team?
Being with a lot of friends
Okay.
and having a good time, whether you win or lose.
I love that. You're so cute. So being with all your friends and having a good time, whether you win or lose, I love it. So how about you down there?
I've been a part of the Muskie organization since I was 5.
Since you were 5? How old are you right now?
9.
9? Holy moly! How many years is that? Are you good at math?
Not that much.
You better get your butt back to school next week.
No doubt.
I'm just kidding with you. So what's your favorite part about being on this team?
Having like friends like Jackson. He lives in our neighborhood. Major. He lives close to us. We can hang out all the time. We play baseball together.
Yeah. Yep. So you get closer with some of your friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you guys get the opportunity to meet other friends that maybe don't even go to your school or go to other schools? I love that.
I think at one point Beckham said to me, he goes, Camden, which is Beckham's little brother, who's a fan and trying out this year,
Yep.
said, I want to go to Pete's school. He goes to Grant. I want to go where Pete goes,
Yeah.
which is one of the other players on the team that we got to know this year that we didn't know before.
Right. Yep.
So it's kind of funny how you get to meet kids from different ages and different schools.
Yep.
And
Yep.
travel together, experience different communities together.
Yep, absolutely. It is cool how the siblings get to be a part of the team as well, and I love seeing some of those pictures where they're almost just as excited when a win occurs. I think I saw a video, I think it might have been like your daughter, and I don't know who else the other kids were. I don't know who the kids.
All the little sisters and brothers.
Yeah, were so excited at a win. It was like a video, and they were all like, "Woo!" like so happy. And so it's really cool how that happens. So let's talk a little bit about tryouts. So those are coming up. When are tryouts for this team?
So we have tryouts 2 different days. So it's August 28th and 29th, and check-in is at Tom Bruner Field.
Okay.
9 a.m. We actually have like a pre-registration form that you can fill out online to make it really easy and have everything streamlined once you get there. So there'll be field assignments, and it's just a fun day to go out and play catch. I think there'll be different people on each field just doing assessments on skills, so we know where to help children out at, because really our goal is to have as many kids join the team as possible.
Yep.
So that they can learn the fundamentals. And the reason why our organization was created was to give kids the opportunity to, you know, get involved with sports, have that structure, learn through discipline and you know, excitement and fun, and how to deal with things in real life, and it helps parents too, through the game of baseball. So
Right.
giving as many kids the opportunity. So ages, gosh, like he started when he was 5,
Yep.
practicing. So you know, ages 5 all the way through 14, we welcome every skill level and every child to join us, whether you're in Muscatine or close nearby. Like,
Yep.
come one, come all. So it'll
Yeah.
be a fun weekend.
Yes.
I just add to, you know, if you're on the fence, if you're not sure if travel ball's for you, come try out. Come check it out. Give contact one of the coaches. Give them a call. You can get their numbers through the MBA. But just come out and check it out. Because even me, when I first got started in the organization, you know, we started Cole, my son, at 7, and that was pretty young to be
Yep.
doing the travel ball thing. And I was kind of one of those guys who was a little bit on the fence if I wanted to do that. But once I got to meet the other parents, the other kids, it really is just a big family. We take care of each other. We're all good friends, all very close. And it was a really good decision for us.
Right.
And if we wouldn't have took that step to just say, okay, let's go try out, we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we did make that decision. So if you are on that fence where you're not sure, just come try out. The tryouts will be pretty simple. We'll just do some throwing, some hitting, some running. It should be, you know, probably about an hour. And you only have to go to one of the days.
Yep.
Because it's not a Saturday and Sunday. We do have a 2-hour gap for each day to try and come in and try out. But you probably only be there for an hour. But,
Awesome.
Like I said, if you're on the fence, come out and join us.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah, I think people, when they see like the travel ball tryouts, sometimes it's like, oh, like, I don't know if my kid's ready for that, or like they just started playing with their, you know, with school ball, like, or city league, and I don't know if they're ready for that. But it is truly, you just go and you kind of toss the ball around, and you're just wanting to see the skills so that they can be placed on the right teams and all of those things,
Yep.
basically.
Yep. And this year on our 8U team, we had kids from all different skill levels. We had some kids that this was their first year playing baseball at all. Didn't play a city ball, and came out. And we had kids like Bam that's been with the organization for 4 years. So you have a mix, and it's all about getting kids excited about playing baseball, get them out, and just teach them the game, and
Yeah.
let them have fun. And
Yep.
then both of the kids said, well, you know, what was their favorite thing about the season? It was having fun with the kids and getting to know people. So.
Yeah, yep. So maybe like some of the parents can speak a little bit Also with travel ball, sometimes you hear that word and you think about like the money and the time and all of that stuff. So maybe you guys can speak a little bit about MBA and what kind of time and like monetary and all of that stuff that you can kind of expect with the team, and so that people can realize that, you know, you guys do fundraising all the time, which we'll talk a little bit about more in a minute, but those are some of the things that you guys do to alleviate some of that. And you guys have a lot of fun when you travel too. I've seen the pictures where you guys are swimming after the games, right? You're being quiet. I know you're trying to hide from me back there. But maybe, I don't know, whoever wants to speak to that, but as a parent, that's sometimes a concern. It's like, okay, well, this is like 1 out of, you know, 2 or 3 kiddos. How can I manage this with everybody else?
Yeah. So MBA as an organization, we do, as you said, a lot of fundraising. So our goal is to allow every child, no matter what their background or whatnot, is to, you know, be able to play and have fun with the sport and learn through it. So the money that we raise, we actually paid for the uniforms for every child in the organization last year. So that was something that we fundraised for. We also have scholarships available, so if people are worried about expenses that way. And I will say, like, looking at other travel ball or outside of Muscatine, even in Muscatine, outside of Muscatine, like, we are one of the more affordable travel ball organizations, and we do that purposefully. Like, we want to get, you know, as much of the community involved with us as possible. So we're pretty proud of the fact that, like, we can fundraise as parents, as volunteers. We have fun doing it. We've done, you know, golf simulators, golf outings. We're doing the flamingos.
Yeah, I think we have a picture of the flamingos that Jess can pull up. That was a fun one.
Yeah, it's still going.
It's still going. Everyone
right
just
now.
keeps sending those flamingos to other people.
Inside and outside of the organization, which is really
Who
fun.
is taking those flamingos from place to place?
Who's done some flocking here?
Raise your hand if you've done it.
Have you done flocking?
Who's done the flock?
Ooh. Yeah? Was it fun? Was it fun to move those and put them in somebody's yard?
Do you guys do it in the middle of the night? When do you guys do that? Do you guys do it at
Whenever we
night?
have time.
Whenever we have time. This makes sense.
So commitment-wise, I think maybe the coaches can speak
Yeah.
to this, just because really it's on a coach-to-coach basis and somewhat parent-involved as well.
Sure.
And so they could probably talk about that. But
Yeah. Okay. You guys want to speak to, like,
Yeah.
as far as the commitment, time commitment?
I think for us, being 8 and 9 years old, we tried to practice twice a week. We were just talking a little bit about it before we got on, and, you know, maybe starting, you know, January to all the way through to August, you know, twice a week practices, which isn't a lot. And then we have 6 to 7 tournaments. Some could be in Muscatine, some we go. State's always in Des Moines, and then we go to Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, the Quad Cities, just really close around. So the travel's not that bad. The only ever overnight is for state, and I think that's what the kids love the most about state. Gonna swim, do those types of things.
Yep.
And, so yeah, that's what the commitment level is. So.
Yeah. So do you guys like to practice baseball in the wintertime? That's pretty cool. What the heck? I didn't know you guys practice in the wintertime. That's pretty cool.
Washington?
Yeah, so we go to
The old
Sportsplex,
Washington
and
school.
So part of what we provide too is like the indoor facilities, and we actually provide each team with equipment so that we can have catching gear, balls, and things. So that's part of the organization giving back to each team and trying to help the coaches with having all the things that they need to have effective practices and help the kids the best way possible.
Yep.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, so what, as far as equipment and stuff, that's all provided. I mean, other than obviously like the equipment that you buy for, you know, the glove and stuff like that. catching gears, all of that stuff is provided. The uniform was provided last year, and I assume you guys are planning to do that again this year. That is amazing.
Well, we're working on something
fundraising.
Similar.
Okay.
Like we'll always try to give back as much as possible.
Yep.
We raise money to give it back to the teams and the kids.
Yep.
So that's the whole purpose of it.
And the more the parents involved as far as fundraising goes, the better as well. So
yeah, absolutely. Like we, like Coach Panther said, like we're a family, and I think it's those outside things, giving back to your children and being able to get involved with it actually makes it a lot more fun and enjoyable, and it gives us ownership, and we feel good about showing up for these fun events to be able to give money back to the kids.
Yep, absolutely. So what kinds of things do you guys do at practice? How is practice hard? Yeah. You want to say what do you do at practice?
We
stand up. They can't see you.
Stand up there.
we play catch.
Okay.
We hit in the batting cage in winter.
Okay.
We sometimes do scrimmages.
Okay. Are you what position do you play?
Right field and left field.
Right field and left. So you're probably pretty fast, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you a good hitter?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard about you. Awesome. So what is your favorite thing about baseball? I mean, other than hanging out with your friends, do you like to play out on the field, or do you like to hit the most?
I like playing that on the field.
You like playing the field? Yeah. How about you?
Field.
Field? See, whenever I ask Hanley, she's like, I want to hit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's awesome though. Fielding's so important.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Okay, so we have a bunch of pictures that Whitney sent of some of the stuff that you've done. I'm gonna actually pull them up so we can talk about them. But I mean, like after games and stuff like that, you guys go out to dinner. You guys do stuff all the time together. That is so amazing. What is the funnest thing outside of a baseball game that you guys have done as a team?
Have a bunch of swim parties.
Swim parties? What? What's the oldest player that you can have on your team?
Oh, this year we were on the 8U team.
Okay.
It had to be 8 and under.
8 and under? Okay. So I would not qualify, is what you're saying.
We don't know.
I mean, you can come with us to our outing.
Oh, okay.
You're more than welcome.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just can't be on the team officially.
Right.
I also saw that you have like this giant ring. Like you can barely hold up your hand.
Let's see that ring.
What is that?
What is that?
State ring. It's our state ring.
What? Can I see? Can I hold it? Oh my gosh. This weighs like 25 pounds.
Camden, how many diamonds
see
do you
this?
think are in that ring?
Check this out.
100.
100 diamonds?
100 diamonds? These are this is heavy.
Serious hardware there.
That is aggressive. You've got one too? Oh my gosh, we've got pictures. So tell us about this season. I don't know if you guys know, how many of your teams, I mean, like tell us about the championships and stuff. I put a lot of them in the paper as you guys sent them, but tell me about that.
Well, we had 8U and 10U go to the state tournament.
Yep.
Where we play all over the state of Iowa.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. And it was pretty incredible, and these coaches can talk about it, to watch these kids transition from coach pitch to kid pitch, and they'd never done it, and they went into a tournament, and from then on, like, started kid pitching, and it was incredible to watch them transition and do it so seamlessly.
Yeah.
But we had 8U and 10U bring home the first place prize, I guess, if you will, so they won our state championship.
That
for
is
all of
so
Iowa.
cool.
Yes.
All of Iowa. Do you know how big Iowa is? That's big. That is so cool. What did you guys do to celebrate that when you guys won? like roll around into the dirt? Did you like do chest bumps? What kind of stuff?
Special too, Cole?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what? You won the state tournament on your birthday?
Pretty good birthday present, huh?
It is.
I think I saw siblings and players. They did like a lap around the bases.
Oh my
held
gosh.
up a banner.
This is so cool. So, what are some of like the age groups? What teams do you guys have available for tryouts? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, all of them. I mean,
All of them,
we have
okay.
7U, so you can be, anywhere from 5 to 6, below
Okay.
7 years of age, and then all the way up to 14U.
Okay.
So we are the feeder program for the Muskie baseball team at the high school. So our goal is to align with them and make sure that we're, helping kids progress and learn the fundamentals and teach it the way the high school would be taught, and so they can naturally progress into high school ball. We also like to encourage everyone to be a part of other organizations and be a part of other sports. So, when we talk about 2-week practice or two practices a week or whatnot, like if you're involved in other things, we encourage that. We want kids to get experience, and there's so much that this game and athletics can teach children for the real world.
Yes.
And even parents, I continue to learn from this too. So come out 7 to 14U. We're looking for one and all skill levels. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
When do they? So you mentioned that they went to Kid Pitch when they went to the tournament. So when does that start? Like, I mean, as far as the games, does it just depend on what games you're at?
So for our age group, for the 8U, you can kind of choose and pick. If you want to do a coach pitch tournament, or if you want to do a kid pitch tournament.
Gotcha.
So, due to COVID, we kind of missed out on that our 7U season. We didn't get a chance to play. So, we kind of grew into the 8U season as we're going to start with some coach pitch, because it's a lot of kids' first baseball experience. So we started with the coach pitch. Kids progressed awesome through the year. They learned so much and improved so much. They got to a point where, the state tournament's going to be a kid pitch. Let's start getting ourselves in a couple tournaments. And we really, they probably didn't surprise themselves, but they surprised us with how quickly they caught on. That's
awesome.
Just the cool thing about it, especially at this age, but any age, is just watching where the kids come in at the beginning of the year and at the end of the year at the state tournament when it wrapped up. It's how much better they got and how much they grew, not only as a player and an athlete, but just as a teammate. The bonds that these kids formed and the way they cheer each other on, they're just learning so much more than just playing the game of baseball. Couldn't be more proud of the group of kids that we had. I mean, awesome group. And to go where we were at the beginning of the year, to work so hard and go to the state tournament and go undefeated at the state tournament and win the state championship.
That is so
and it's
cool.
all because the kids, they bought in and they played hard and just great teammates. And it's awesome experience.
Yeah. So you guys know when you go out and go to all these other towns that you're representing our community, and you guys, I can say, are doing such a good job at that. I am so proud of you, and I know that Muscatine is so proud of you. So keep doing that and keep doing such a good job at that, because it is amazing. I hope you guys all know that. We are very proud of you, and holy moly, those rings are heavy. So I don't even know how you wear those around. That's crazy.
And Ashley, something I would say too is like what I value most as like a parent and looking at our coaches. I mean, most of them, these are all their children that they're coaching, and I appreciate the fact that these coaches they care more about the kids and like learning and growing instead of winning.
Right.
And like they're so good about teaching fundamentals and life lessons versus it's all about the hardware.
Right.
That's the end result of them caring about their growth throughout the season and them as children. And so I think I value that so much. And getting into this organization a couple years ago, I would have never thought you know, of how committed now that I am, but I just appreciate the coaches and their willingness to volunteer and the way they do it.
Right.
Is honorable, and I appreciate it.
I love that even, you know, when he said that right off the bat, to have a kiddo say, you know, that win or lose, you know, you don't hear kids say that a lot. So it's something that's been instilled. So that's very cool for sure. And that's important. And that's an important thing when you're representing the community, that even when you lose, that you're a good sport about it. And, you know, so that's important. That's just as important as being a good winner, is being a really good loser and saying, hey, you guys played really good today, and, you know, maybe you played a little bit better. Or, you know, so that's just as important for sure.
We liked shaking hands and high-fiving at the end the other teams and congratulating them on a good game, didn't we?
Yep.
It was nice to have that back.
Sometimes losing a game teaches you way more than when you win a game. So I have a game to play. I was wondering if you would play the game today.
You want to play a game?
You want to play, Cam?
You want to play a game? You want to play a game too? All right, come up here. All right.
You're going?
All right.
Get up there.
So we'll do, let's see how many I have in here. All right. Oh, perfect.
Over there,
Okay.
Cam.
All right, so you come up here first. I'll get out of the way a little bit so you can get up here. So this is called What's in the Box? And it's sponsored by one of my sponsors of the show. It's Toyota Muscatine. Do you guys know about Toyota Muscatine?
Cam, show your ring.
I think I think they are fans of yours, right? Toyota Muscatine are fans of yours too. So I am going to have one at a time. There's several items in this box today. We did that on purpose because I knew you guys were going to all want to play probably. So I'm going to have you start. You have to stick your hands in here. I'll open this up, but you can't peek. So don't try to cheat, okay? So I'm going to have you play this game. You stick your hands in each side of this, and you can pick one item in here and try to guess what it is. It's candy of some sort, okay? So feel it and try to guess what kind of candy it is, okay? You feel around, pick one of them, and try to guess which one it is. Got it? All right, stick your hands in there, pick one, and then feel it and see if you can guess what it is. You can keep feeling it if you want.
Pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up, feel it. What do you got? Okay. I'll give you a hint, it's chocolate. It is a Hershey bar. You're good. All right, so we got one.
Candy.
All right, we got one. Hershey, ooh, with almonds. Okay, next one. So you pick one, feel it. Let's see if you can guess what's in the box. Oh dang, he got them. Peanut M&Ms. You guys are good at candy. Do you guys eat a lot of candy or what? No. You're like, no.
Cameron's like, yes, I do.
What do you got? What do you got? Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys are the bomb at this.
3 for 3?
3 for 3.
Keep it alive, fellas. Keep it alive.
Come on, Bam.
Let's go, Muskies! There's 2 things in there, so you get to choose which one.
Snickers?
Oh my gosh! Let's see if Whitney's good at this too. We've got one left. We've got one thing.
All right, here we go.
One thing left.
Oh, man.
I know what it is.
You do? Is it Lifesavers? Oh, no.
No.
I ruined the streak.
It's chocolate.
Oh, it's chocolate?
Yeah.
Rolo?
Yes!
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Who wants my Rolos?
All right, you can get your candy bar, whichever.
I get one.
Well, that was a fun
I get
game.
2 candy. How do I get 3?
You're good. Sit right there. Sit down.
What do you guys say?
I did not like it.
You're welcome. All right, so what do you guys want to tell people who might try out for NBA? if they're thinking about it and not quite sure if they want to try out or not, what would you say to them?
When you're doing that, it's so fun because you can meet other friends that you might never know.
Yep, that's
and
great.
then when you don't know them, like, who are these people? And then when you get to know them more, then you're like, these people are great.
Yep.
They're my best friends.
Yes, I love it. Gosh, you should be like my co-host or something. Are you doing anything for like the next couple weeks?
Hold it.
Not exactly. School. Just school. Yeah. How about you? If somebody was like, I don't know if I want to try out or not. I don't know if I'm good enough. What would you say?
It's a lot of fun. When I go out on the field and play, I feel like I'm a little nervous, but it's also a lot of fun.
Yep. You might be a little nervous, but go out there and after you get out there, your nerves are fine, right? You just go out there and play. Yep. What about you? Come up here. Get your butt up here. You're hiding behind everybody. What would you say if somebody was like, I don't know if I want to try out. I'm too nervous. I don't know if I'm good enough.
It's super fun to play baseball because once you get on the field, you just have a bunch of fun.
Yeah.
And you make a bunch of friends.
Yeah. So come out and try out, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right. Anything else you guys want to add that I haven't asked? Or we've shown all the fun pictures. Okay. I mean, just those I think sell it, you know. I think you guys have fun as a team. There's plenty of opportunities to raise money. You don't travel too far, you know, so I think it's something for everyone. I'm like, can you guys start a girls team? I even asked that.
I think she should come try out. Hey,
she'd be like, Mom, why am I trying out for the baseball team? I put her in all these weird situations all the time. I'm like, you're just going to be on the baseball team. We want to be a part of this team, too.
Why not?
Why not?
Nope, just the tryouts again are, Saturday and Sunday. You can pick either day. So check in at 9, Tom Brunner Field, down at Kent Stein Park.
They just bring their own equipment.
Bring your own glove. And, if bring a bat and...
dress appropriately and be ready to...
warm.
Yep.
Bring some water.
Yep.
But be ready to have some fun and play with some of your friends and people that you're going to
they'll probably see people that they know.
Oh, for sure.
So...
yeah. So come out and... join the team.
Yes.
Become a teammate. And we're always looking for, additional volunteers and coaches and businesses to help the organization so we can in turn help the kids and, keep money in the community and going back to the community. So.
Yep. Awesome. Do you guys have like some kind of cheer or like do you guys do like
break it down once?
Break it down? You guys break it down?
We break it down.
How do we break it down? Get up here. I want to see you guys break it down.
I mean, my favorite part's the walk-up songs, but
what? What's the walk-up songs?
Oh yeah, we have the Cubs announcer, and we play their favorite songs when they go up to bat.
Oh my gosh!
All right, show them your.
All right, let's do it.
Hands in.
Hands in. I want to do it. What do we do?
Me too.
What do we do it?
Muskies on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Muskies! Woo! All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for playing my game and for coming on and telling me all about the Muskies, okay? I wish you luck next season as well. I can't wait to put a ton of pictures in the paper again. And you guys have to come on the show when you guys win your games next time too, okay? Promise?
Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, Ashley, for having us and for Discover Muscatine for putting our pictures in the paper.
Of course. I love it.
We've got them cut out, printed out, framed.
Heck yes. Yeah. I love it. Well, thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys go and try out. This team is so much fun. Until tomorrow, I hope you will join us again then at 9 a.m. But until then, remember that kindness is free, so spread that stuff wherever you go.
Hello, I'm Tennille with R7 Reclaimed, located in Grandview, Iowa. We mix old and new goods together so that you can find the story of your home. When you get here, you will find a mix of old and new goods that are put together so seamlessly you won't even be able to tell which is which. And not only that, it's going to speak to you and your home. We are worth the road trip. We call it the R7 Road Trip. So punch in 337 Cemetery Lane, Grandview, Iowa into that GPS and make the road trip.